We're on the countdown to Christmas, and today we're starting with day 1. Hi, this is Kelly with Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and this is the card we're going to be making today. And I know I said that I was going to start out easy, and technically this would have been easy, but I had to change it up and make it my own, and so there you went. So this is the card we're going to make. I chose to use this paper pad from Stampin' Up's, their Holiday 2018 catalog, called Santa's Workshop. Now there are stamps and dies that go with this collection as well, and we'll be using it later in the series. Okay, so this card has 3 layers. You have your base card layer, then you have a matted layer, and then you have a raised mat with a cutout image. Now this one I used the Christmas tree from the Trim the Tree die set from Stampin' Up. It has a coordinating stamp set with it. And when I did that, I got these cute little Christmas trees to use somewhere else. So there is that. We get a double up. But the trick was trying to get, let me pull one of the mats out. What I did was I started with my mat, and I figured out this one wound up being off to the side because of the way I cut it first. But the other ones I positioned it to where they were all more centered. And here's the 12 by 12 sheet of that paper. And so what I did was I looked to see where I could draw around this, but then I need to leave just a little bit extra, like 1/8 of an inch. So I went around auditioning that opening on the paper. I wanted the 2 little elves at the bottom, and then I wanted the elves on the tree. Now this is part of Santa's bag here. We covered that up with the sentiment. So I've already done these. Oops, I didn't bring my eraser with me. Hold that thought. Keep in mind, every card that I make, I am making 5 of. So I will have 1 to show you, we'll do 1 together, and then I will put the other 3 together at a different point. But I'm cutting everything out. So I'm going to come in with my trimmer, and I don't need to measure anything, I've already done that. I just need to come in, and where I've drawn that pencil line, I'm going to cut it just a hair wider. Just a hair, about 1/8 of an inch wider. And then I'm going to come back here and do it this way. Again, about 1/8 of an inch wider. Right there. And we'll cut that one. Now I'm down here, I know I'm off camera, but I'm down here at the base of my trimmer where I can see. And then I'll show you what I did. Because see, I have this pencil line all the way around where I traced the template with the opening. But then when I cut it out, I'm cutting it out about 1/8 of an inch wider so that it will mat underneath appropriately. And then I will go back and I will cut the pencil lines, or erase the pencil lines off. Let me cut this one so I don't forget where I'm at. I think we're going to try cutting it wide first. And I'm using the wire guard on this Fiskars trimmer to show me where that little extra 1/8 of an inch would be. This way I don't lose track of it. And when I'm done with the video, it'll take me just a couple of minutes to throw the other 3 cards together. And I'll have the first 5 cards for the 25 days of Christmas done. Want to try new cards this year. Some of them got duplicated from the year before, so I thought I'd give those a rest for a couple of years so that maybe nobody would remember if they got a duplicate, and I would do all new cards this year. So there's that. Okay, so these are all cut a little wider. Put my pencil away, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to erase that pencil line. Nothing beats a good art eraser when it comes to erasing pencil off your paper. You'll never see it. Especially if you use like a mechanical pencil that writes a little lighter than a number 2. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me run my noisemaker here and get the little shards up. Get my little eraser shavings up out of the way. This is the handiest little tool, I'm telling you. If you don't have one, you need one. If I can find one on Amazon at a reasonable price, I'll link it down below. And I'm going to go ahead, well, I won't do that one just yet. So now I have my card base. And I'd also already gone through and printed, stamped out From Our Home to Yours from Holly Jolly Christmas. It was one of my magazine. Card Making and Paper Crafting issue 202, Christmas 2019. And that's what I used for my sentiment. And I cut it out with one of the dies, the label die that was part of Trim the Tree. It was perfect for this. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down first. Just running our bead of glue around the edge. And now I had planned to have 3 or 4 of these different days done up ahead of time. But life interrupted us Friday and Saturday with weather. That didn't happen. And then Monday, Bob and I had errands to run, so I couldn't be home to do this. And then you try not to drop it down on the card base. I'm going to rub that, burnish that down. Okay, so see now where we have our tree? Now we can come in with our tree opening, and he's going to sit right there. And yes, some of the Santa's bags show, but that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. No. This, almost messed up. This gets dimensional. Now, I'm always leery about using dimensional because of postage and thickness, which postage is going up this year. Yippee, actually, it's going up this month. I'm going to move this so I don't get sticky all over it. So I'm going to take this sticky tape, and I've already tested this. I know that it will fit through the slot. It's not going to be too thick for postage. I've already checked that. It will go first class. I'm going to burnish another one off of here. And this is the part that takes the longest of the setup. I should have had this done ahead of time too, because I'm going to try and make all these videos under 15 minutes if I can. Okay? And then I'm just going to snip this one. I want to do this twice, but I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try. In fact, okay, so see this one could go up here, and I'm going to save this one actually. I have a couple of short pieces here I can use, because they don't have to seal completely. They're not a shaker card. They just need to raise it up just a little bit. So we're going to press that into place. I'll put these 2 up to use later. Put my scissors where they belong. And now that I burnished that down, I can go ahead and pull my paper backing off up here. Bob and I went out and watered the garden tonight. And the deer, one adorable little buck that I have been watching, has eaten the top leaves off of almost every single sweet potato plant. So we had to position some cages tonight and give them a chance. Now then this one gets centered right on top of there. So we have our layer, we have our tree and our elves, and then I have this one, and this one I just glued flat across the top. Now I probably could have glued it away from the tip of the tree, but I was covering that up, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's just do that, just like that, and straighten it. And there is card number 2 of 5 for our first day of 25 days of Christmas. I will leave the name of this paper collection down in the description box below, as well as the die set, and you can go search and see if you can find them. It's a really fun set to play with. It also has other trees, but I use just the outline. It has bows and stars, labels, a basket, ornaments, Lots of cool stuff. And if you want to have this and have more ideas, go in and search on Pinterest for Trim the Tree die set from Stampin' Up! And see what some of the cards have been done. Now, the neat thing that I love about this card is, like I said, I pre-tested it. And I will go back in. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't? Oh, phew. I've got 2 of these that are 10 cards, and I thought I had glued this wrong. I will go back in and put a liner mat on the inside and stamp something cute. But I have already tested this, and it will go through the mail as it is. Thanks to my friend at the post office, I can check. And it will slide right through. Thank you, Becky. So, that does it for me today for day 1. Remember to come back tomorrow for day 2 of the 25 Days of Christmas, where we'll be doing another card. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Creative blessings.